Hey guys, it's Angelina and I'm back with another video, and my hair looks disgusting, but at the same time I really don't care because yeah, it's the end of the day. I took off my lashes. I was wearing lashes, but then I took them off, and I think I'm gonna record this look right here because I actually really like it. And my lipstick came off because like during the day it came off, and I went to the mall and I bought a beauty blender. I don't know where it is right now, but I bought a black beauty blender. And I've been wanting a black beauty blender because my beauty blender is crusty as fuck and I needed a new one. So yeah, yeah, the one that like I use all the time in my videos, yeah, that one. I finally bought a new one, guys. So the next makeup tutorial, probably I'm recording tomorrow, it will be a new beauty blender. This video is probably gonna go up first. I don't know when this video is gonna come up, and then probably gonna say that I haven't posted for like 3 weeks, 2 weeks, because I'm a very busy person, and I'm busy. I've been busy, but it's okay. Like, I'm like so happy that I'm recording now. But today's video is gonna be story time. As you can see, I already have my makeup on and everything. Like, I've done my day already, basically, and my makeup is still like pretty good. But anyways, okay, so today's video is going to be, as you can see from the title, like, yeah. So yeah, after school, I was basically waiting all day to get my nails done. I was like, yes, I'm gonna get my nails done, finally. Like, I'm so happy that I'm gonna get my nails done, And then I'm like, okay, cool. Like, after school came, I was like, okay, well, my dad needs to give me money because he didn't give me money like the day before. Like, he was like, I'll pick you up after school and then I'll give you the money. And I was like, okay. And I was with my friend Helen, so we went to Jack in the Box and we were like eating, and then we ate, and then my dad picked us up like around 3:30, and then yeah, and like I just got like curly fries and a drink. That's it. And she got like tacos and a drink. Like, that's it. Like, we weren't all that hungry, that's why. So we go to the nail place. It's packed as fuck, and I'm like, okay, you know what, it's Friday, like, which is like reasonable. But like the store is really like not that big, you get me? Like, it's not that big, it's pretty small. And yeah, so I'm like, okay, like, cool. And there's like literally 5 seats, so like people are like standing up, they cannot sit down because there's only 5 seats, and it's like people are sitting down already, so you can't sit down. So anyways, the girl was like, oh, take a seat. Like, oh no, she was like, oh, what do you want? And I'm like, oh, like a full set, because you can't say like acrylics, because like they don't know what the fuck you're talking about at that place apparently. And I'm like, acrylics, what the fuck, like, what do you mean? Because like before, when I used to say acrylics, they look at me like, what the fuck is an acrylic? And I'm like, so now I always have to say, can I have a full set? So, but when I say that, like, that's when they understand. Okay. And then so she's like, okay, yeah. And I show her a picture. I'm like, is this good? Like, this is $30, right? And she's like, yeah, it's $30. And I'm like, okay, cool. Like, it's always $30. Like, but I just like to make sure, I don't want it to be more expensive. And I want her to know that I know that it's $30 and I can afford it. And I had $40. And what I usually do is I pay the 30, I give a tip, and then I go. Like, I leave. And then I like spend the rest on like food or something, or like a Starbucks. I'm looking for the color, and I'm looking for like this type of color, but it was like I found one, but it's not this one because the one that I saw was like not gel type. And yeah, and it's always $30, keep in mind. And it's not this length, okay? We're gonna get into that. So I'm like sitting there or whatever, and I find the color. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm sitting down now because like someone got up, and I was sitting down. Helen was standing up because there's still no seats. And then like literally, like when someone would get up to literally go get a nail polish, someone would sit down, and it's like they would steal your seat practically, even though like they literally saw you get up and like just look for a nail polish. So that was annoying. And what's it called? But no one stole my seat or anything because I was like still I was sitting there the whole time. I didn't really get up. So we're sitting there for an hour, and I'm like, okay, like, when am I gonna get my nails done? Like, hurry up. because I literally like waited from like 3:30 when I got there to like 4:40, and I'm like, I waited an hour to get my nails done. So I'm sitting there or whatever, and keep in mind, I already had a bad experience, not yesterday when I went, but the other time that I went, because I did my nails and they broke the next day. And yeah, I was like, I did not pay for this shit. But it's whatever. I need water. My throat's a little. Okay, but anyways, so yeah, so that was my like bad experience last time, but it wasn't like a major thing to like take a story time of, you know. So I was like, okay, well, I was like, hopefully they do a fucking good job this time. So I'm sitting there in the seat, and then this girl, I'm not gonna say her name because then like I feel like if you go to my school, like there's like the closest nail salon place there by my school, and like people would know what I'm talking about. So her name's gonna be, I don't know, Tiffany. And Tiffany's really like, oh hi, like how are you, take a seat, great, like being so generous, so nice, you know. And I'm like, okay, hi, like do my nails, I've been waiting for an hour. But I wasn't that rude, you know. And I was just like, oh hi, and stuff like that. So we're just talking. And then she's like, oh, like how length do you want it? And I show her the same picture that I showed the girl, the boss. And I'm like, oh, this. I'm like, I want it like this. And she's like, okay. I'm like, it will be $30, right? Like how it always is. But I like to make sure that it's $30 because, you know, ow, I scratched my face. I want to make sure that it's $30 because, you know, yeah. And she's like, I don't know. She's like, I'll cut them that length and then I'll show my boss. And I'm like, okay, well, your boss said that it was $30, so I'm pretty sure. And she's like, okay, but I'll still ask her. So I'm like, okay. And then what's it called? So she cuts it like to the length that I always get them, which are $30. And she goes to the boss, and like they're like talking. They're not talking in Vietnamese because I would have understood it, but I think they're like talking in like Chinese or something. And then she's like, is this good or whatever? Is this like $40, something like that? No, she's like, is this like $30? There you go. And she's like, oh no. She's like, that's no. She's like, that's what's it called, 32. And I'm like, I had no problem then. I was like, okay, you know what, $2 more. You'll just get a $2 tip. I'm really cheap when it comes to tips, by the way. I'm like, okay, whatever. I still have 40, so it's whatever's. And then she's like, okay. I don't know what the fuck she did, but then she did something, and then she told her again something. And then she was like, oh, that's gonna be 42 now. And I was like, you told me 30 the first time I came, always been 30, then you tell me 32, then you tell me 42. What? I was like, at this point, I was like, I only have $7 for the football game extra. I was like, I do not have $42 to give you for my nails. And I was like, plus a tip? No. I was like, you are not getting a tip, definitely, because I don't have enough. And I was like, well, if it's 42, I don't have enough money for that. I was like, the lady told me when I first came in and I showed her the picture that it was going to be 30. And she's like, oh yeah, but she changed it. And I was like, you can't just change it like that. What do you mean? Oh my gosh. I was like, you can't change it like that. Like, you just can't. You need to know like your prices. And she told me 30 at first. How fuck does it get up to 12 more dollars? Okay, so I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, can you just cut them then? I was like, to like $40 then. I was like, cause fuck this. This was $40, guys. This length right here. And then I see them and I'm like, wait, I was like, I thought they were gonna be like, you know, like a little like 1 centimeter shorter. I don't know. I was like, those are short. And like when she like cut them, they were like shorter than this, but these are like little shrubs right here. And I was like, that's a little short for 40, no? And she was like, no. She's like, we usually charge people with 40 for this. And I was like, what? I was like, what? That okay. I was like, but when I come, it's normally 30 for mine. And now you're trying to say that it's 42. And you're trying to say that this is $40. I was like, okay. I was like, okay, whatever. I was like, okay. And I was like literally in the bitchiest mood ever. I was just like, these are so short. I was like, I've never had them this short. I was like, these are ugly. I was like, I don't like them. I was like, I can't wait till they fall off. Like literally being the biggest bitch ever. And then all of a sudden, all the like nail salon ladies, they start to get like, oh my gosh, like hyped, you know. And I'm like, what the, me and Helen are like, what the fuck, like what are they getting hyped for? And the lady goes, she didn't pay. But like, not me, another girl. Okay, so there was this one girl who was there at the nail salon, and she was, I guess she painted her toes and her nails, and her total was $107. That's ridiculous for nails and toes. And I saw her nails, and they were literally like a basic, like shorter than this, not coffin, like straight ass, what's it called, like pink, baby pink color. And then I don't know about her like toes, because I didn't look at her toes. And then I was like, what the fuck, $107? What the fuck is going on in this place today? And she didn't have enough money, because I guess her boyfriend was like paying, and he didn't have enough money to like pay $107, because that's just ridiculous. No one's gonna bring $107 to the fucking nail salon. Like I don't even want to pay like freaking 42. What makes you think I want to pay 107 and plus a tip? No thanks. So she didn't pay. She literally like just left. And then she went inside her car, and like the people, like the nail lady people, like the manager or whatever, like started following her outside. And she like drove off, and her friend and her boyfriend were literally just there. Like she left her friends too, and I was like, wow. And then I was like, what the fuck, like why? So that's what happened. She just literally left, and I was like, what the fuck? Like me, I could have literally like got them for 42. I would have paid like the $42 and just like left, you know. But I don't have a car. I would have fucking, like, me and Helen would have ran fast as fuck. I'm just kidding. I would never do that. So then, yeah, so I'm stuck with these for as long as they last. And I have to do these for senior portraits, and yeah. I have to deal with these little short nails. I like the color though, but I have to deal with these short little nails. Like I'm talking about, like I wanted Instagram type of nails, you know, like long, beautiful nails, unlike these. Like what is this? But yeah, so yeah, this is the end of the video, and I hope you guys like, comment, and subscribe, and keep on watching my videos. And my voice got freaking weird right now. And yeah, bye guys.